Hi, this is Secretary Boundary, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you put it on your calendar so you don't miss out. So let's get started with today's show. I'm flying solo today, so I got to do all the wonderful things behind the scenes here. Excuse me. So let's get into the card of the day. This is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. This is the message from Universe to us. Okay, so it says the energy flows where my intention goes. And you probably remember me saying that many times over about cryptocurrencies. Where the intention is, that's where the money goes. And it's kind of on the same wavelength as all that. There's the artwork of the card. Very nice. Okay, in the back of the card, of course. So there you go. So let's get into some of the pre-questions until we're waiting for some people to come on here. And then we're going to do the remote viewing practice for today. Now, make sure you get lots of good questions. Make sure that you identify if it's a pendulum reading, a tarot card reading, or a flame reading. Okay, let's get into the first one, which is Paxful. Now, everybody was yesterday was talking about local Bitcoins going down for last time. And I think Paxful is going to be the one that comes around and kind of replaces that. I was reviewing many of the things that were going on with local Bitcoins, and there was a lot of scammy sort of things going on, that sort of thing. And there's always something that comes along that replaces the old system. Okay, if it's something good to do, there's always something that's going to be coming along and replaces that. Okay, so let's have a look at Paxful. So Paxful, I think the health of this particular organization, I think, is going to be starting off pretty, that's the word. According to the cards, it's going to be starting at the end of a old cycle, because we got that 10 of Swords card, and it's always a good card to have. A guy lying on the beach looking very comfortable. With all the swords in his back. And I think that's where it's starting from, okay? From the old going into the new. And it's going to be something that a lot of people are going to be getting into in the initial stages, okay? Because they're going to need something to bring in that trade between people, getting back to the roots of Bitcoin. Okay, moving forward. The financial part, I think it's going to start off very, very good. And then it's going to be kind of sloughing off. There's probably going to be something else that's going to be coming along that's a little bit better. Okay. That's the thing with the cryptocurrency market. There's always competition, which is always awesome. And it's always, there's no one thing to rule them all. There's always that competition. You get that's the beauty of actual market. Okay, the market will dictate exactly what we need, and the things that are doing very, very well are the things that people have chosen to be the top things. Okay. I think something's going to be coming along in about a year or two. That's going to be replacing Paxful in the next little while. The people that are associated with Paxful, I think, are going to be coming across something that they can't overcome. We got that Three of Swords happening there. But I think they're going to be going a different route, it seems, the people, and they're going to be finding something else. So could be starting off strong. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with, as they say. And then there's going to be something else that comes along, and it's going to be much, much better. Okay. The market will have spoken. Okay. So moving forward, don't worry about the local Bitcoins thing going on. I think that's something that has been going on for quite some time. Okay. And there's always something that replaces and something that's going to replace that. And I believe that's going to be the case in about a year and a half or so. There's going to be something that replaces the new news system. Okay. So that's Paxful, and I think it's something to get into. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they always say, especially in the cryptocurrency markets and their platforms that come about. And there's going to be much better things coming along. Okay, so let's look into the next thing as I gather my cards off the side here. And we're waiting for more people to come on. Somebody was asking the question about Binance. Will it end by the end of 2023? There's a lot of speculation and a lot of rumors and all that sort of thing moving along. Even Bitcoin, what's his crypto Bitcoin boy YouTube channel? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I'm thinking, and they're saying, oh, it's the end. Blah, 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 blah. So let's have a look at that. Will Binance last? Maybe. You never know. Okay. We got 6 people on the chat now. Awesome stuff. We are on Rumble as well. So if you like to shoot on over there, have a look. Of course, their questions don't appear here on my big screen here, so I got to flip back and forth if you are there. But that's okay. There's a whole bunch of things that they got to figure out over there. That's okay. It's new. Now, for the Binance question, I think that the health of this particular situation, there's going to be a situation that does come up where they're going to have to really work their butts off to move past many of the things coming up. Okay. I don't think it's something that they necessarily have been doing, but it's something that outside forces are trying to do to Binance. Okay. You have to remember all cryptocurrency places like Binance all do the same thing, even the same as FTX. Don't kid yourself. They all do the same stuff. Okay. Some are a bit more legit than others. So the answer to that is get them all. One falls, go on to the next one. Go on to the next one until we have a whole system that is strong and not going to go anywhere because of governments and all that sort of thing moving forward. So don't ever put your hopes into one project unless it's Bitcoin, and then you're okay. So the cards are saying that the health of the particular system, it's looking a little down for the next little while. And they're going to have a lot of things that they're going to have to work through. Okay. And then they're coming to a 10 cycle with all that hard work that they're doing behind the scenes. And they're going to get through that no problem. Okay. It's a big enough company that I think they can pretty much weather any situation that comes their way. And they're friends with different countries and politicians and you name it, they're shaking hands with it. So they got enough backup, okay, if they're on the right wavelength, they're going to be surviving many of the things that are going on. Don't fall prey to all the hype and all the rumors. Okay, that's where we get into trouble. Of course, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Ever, ever, ever. Get in, get out, put it on your Trezor wallet or your Ledger Nano and keep it there for safekeeping. Okay. Financially, I think they're going to be weathering that whole scenario that's going on right now with them and the SEC and all that sort of thing. Because they've shook enough hands and made a lot of allies along the way. And they're going to be doing okay with everything going on. So don't get too spooked. And also never ever leave your cryptocurrency on their blockchain or their platform for any length of time. The people that are involved in this particular situation, I think they're going to be fighting a good fight, and they're going to be steadfast. Okay. There's going to be some people that leave because of fear. But again, never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. I don't want to hear no more stories about that. And I think they're going to be surviving all the things going on with the governments and all that crap. Okay, so they will survive. Not to worry. Okay, so just wondering how many people we got here talk. We got lots of chat questions. We got Bob. We got Nancy. We got Desiree. Hello, everybody. Lots of people. Okay, so let's get into the remote viewing for today. Gotta pop it up on the screen here. Boom. Now, if you are new here, okay, this is where we're going to be utilizing the powers that you possess on remote viewing. So if you are new here and you haven't done remote viewing before, we're going to go through a little bit of an intro. On the top of a clean piece of paper, make sure you write down the number over here. Okay. WOQ6174. That is your target number for today's remote viewing. Okay. So underneath that number, that target number, you got to write down all the descriptive things that you are picking up psychically, because you are all psychic. Everybody's psychic. Okay. You're only a psychic because you allow yourself to be. Okay. So write down all the things that would describe the target, never labeling the target. So you got to go through what colors are part of the target. Is it blue? Is it yellow? Is it orange? That sort of thing. So you got to go through all the colors that you're picking up from the target. Is it large? Is it small? Is it medium size? Is it bigger than a bread box? Then you're going to describe, is it man-made, natural, or a combination of both in the scene, okay? Or whatever the target is. The other things that you would want to go through are, is it from the past? Is it from the future? Is it from the present? Those are also things you can draw pictures that you're picking up, the shapes. Triangle, square, circle, that sort of thing. Could be a combination of all those things. Is it what else could we describe? Smells, tastes. What's it sound like? Okay, so go through all the descriptive text as you're going along here, and make sure that you are writing those things down. Okay. If you ever say, it's a business card, well, that's known as labeling it. Okay. This is from our local BTC.com. It's the Bitcoin store. This is not the target. But if that comes up as within your readings, that would be known as an analytical overlay, AOL. And you would put that at the bottom of your sheet, analytical overlay business card, btc.com. So then you would try to clear that from your mind and then move on with describing the target. So let's see what the people are saying. We got Super Whittle Guy. He's a super duper remote viewer here. And we got Desiree. I'm a newbie. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're new. You can still play along. We can have some fun with this and move forward and develop your psychic abilities. This is the point of the situation. So Super Whittle Guy says, I see a bunch of grapes, sweet purple Garden of Eden, biblical past, clean sweep, paradise. Also see an erupting volcano, Pompeii. Different paths. Okay, so what does Desiree see in the remote viewing? And we got Bob Job here as well. Some heavy hitters for today. We got Desiree, who I'm picking up, probably is pretty good at this. So what's some other things that we're picking up about the target? Super Whittle Guy says, I see a fork, 3 paths to choose. Okay. Bob Job says, large man-made object. Very nice. We're getting into it. So what colors do we see? Okay. That would be one of the first things. We had purple. We had kind of a garden scene. Yellow, brown, old, butch, something. It'd be in the present. Okay. It's not the future or the past. Bob Job saying it's in the present. Okay. What else we got? What does Desiree say? Who I'm picking up is probably pretty psychic. Okay. So we got some color. What other colors do we see? Okay. Oh, we got Daisy Chains, another heavy hitter in the remote viewing. She's just tuned in at the right time. Is she like a wizard? They're never late. They always come at the right time. Okay. Super Whittle Guy says, I see an artifact from the movie Indiana Jones that he used to find the Ark of the Covenant. I remember that movie. That artifact focused the sun to reveal part of an old map, if you remember the movie. Daisy Chain says, you can eat it. Maybe. Super Whittle Guy says, sand and desert. Maybe. Straw house smashed against the hill, mountain rotating downwards as if blown off the mountain. Interesting. Maybe he's just picking up the wind. Okay. Daisy Chain says brown or white. Okay. That does fit, actually. What else we got? What's it sound like? Okay. I want some of the new people to chime in here. It's almost like the object went on or was part of an epic journey. Hmm. I feel like that one Indiana, you chose wisely. Holding the cup. If you remember that movie. Wooden clang. Clack, 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 like a wooden, like a wooden cowbell. I remember having one of those on my old drum kit. I have my regular cowbell, ding, 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 clack, clack, clack on my kit back in the day. Third one, great movie. Yes, Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, I think was the movie with can't remember the other actor's name. Sound is smooth. Ooh, like smooth jazz or a nice wind. Pleasing to the ears. Okay. Sean Connery. That's the other actor's name. With Harrison Ford. I was actually watching Harrison Ford in Yellowstone. Was it 1829 or 1929? 28? It's part of the Yellowstone series. Very good TV show, by the way. Daffodil. Could be. In bloom. Okay. Maybe some flowers in the forest. They're blooming. It's a nice scenic picture. Daisy Chain says, litter. Okay. Oh, Nancy. Oh, it's not related to the remote viewing question. What's Nancy say about the remote viewing? We'll get to that question later after we're done the remote viewing. Get all those questions up there too for later in the show. But what's Nancy see? What's she picking up with her super duper psychic powers? Okay. Yeah. Super Little Guy loves Yellowstone. We just got into the newer version of the Yellowstone. There's 3 versions of it now. Oh, Daisy Chain's losing connection. Hopefully she can come back. What else we got? And who else we got online here that I can see? Desiree. We still got Desiree. What'd she say? Hey, that rhymes. And then we got Miss Quinn Free. Okay. And we got Torin right off the top. Always gives me a chat before the show. Telescope looking at a comet and trail. Okay. What else we got? Let's hear from some of the new people here. Also see like a wind chime, breezy, or an old dream catcher. Okay. So what's the size of this object or the target? Is it huge? Is it small? Is it man-made? Is it natural? Or a little of both? Okay. So what's the size that we're picking up? Andre with a 1920s face comb. Okay. Um, could be. Super Little Guy says, I can never see the actual object. That's okay. A lot of remote viewers will see the location, and that's another part of remote viewing is finding lost objects like the professionals do. They'll pick out points on a map to find locations for various things. It could be a lost treasure, a lost person, finding missile silo sites, which I remember talking to a remote viewer that does actual work, um, finding terrorists, picking out the areas, okay, and describing the areas of where the person is. They may not see the target, who the target is, but they can see the location of the target. Okay, which again, you go in with your satellites and you pick out the target and then you take action from there. Okay, that's actually a thing. You can use remote viewing for finding lost treasure, finding like missile silos, that sort of thing, secret government places. Um, for the locations, you can also find lotto numbers into the future. You have to remember, remote viewing is not in one time span. You can look into the future with remote viewing. I know a whole bunch of remote viewers. They do pick three numbers for the lotto, and they'll have. You have to remember you can't get numbers exactly with remote viewing, but they'll set up what number is with what picture. So they'll figure out the picture, which represents a number or a symbol. Okay. And they will pick the numbers for pick three because it's easier. Instead of doing 7 numbers, they'll do a pick three, and they'll 1 through 9 or whatever, 0, and they'll have a picture per number. So they'll do it that way. So they'll find the shapes or the symbols and that sort of thing and move forward with that to try to do a pick 3. And they actually have some pretty good luck with that. Funny you say that, Bob. I see biblical times, but then also the 1920s, almost like it's connected to many important lives, past and present. Okay. Pop-up shed. Huh. Could be a shed. Could be. Okay. So what other things can you figure out with remote viewing? I knew that they're figuring one of the jobs that my friend went on is to find a secret base for the military, and he found another one that the handler did not know about. Okay, they had 2 secret bases right close to one another, and my friend found the one that the secret base that the handler didn't know about. And after, no, that's not the location. It's over here. No, there's this other location. And the handler for the remote viewers actually found out that there was another secret base in the location that they were talking about, and it made me what? So Bob Job says it's a dam building of some sort. Okay. Um, could be. Super Little Guy laughs. What else we got? Colors. We got the shape. What kind of shape is it? Round? Is it square? Is it triangle? What kind of shape are we picking up? So if it is a building, I'm not saying that it is, what shape is that building? So what are we picking up? And you can actually pick out locations on a map with a pendulum, okay, to find secret locations or treasure, that sort of thing. Oblong, square. Okay, so a long type of hallway, maybe, or a long building that's squarish. Okay. Initially, Super Whittle Guy says, initially I saw a bunch of grapes, so many small spheres. Okay. Little dots everywhere. That's what Super Whittle Guy was picking up. Could be. What else? Any other shapes that are associated with the target? What kind of, is it natural? Is it entirely natural or is it entirely man-made? So if you're picking up 90-degree angles, okay, it's always man-made because 90-degree angles don't happen naturally. Okay. So is it maybe a little of both, man-made and natural? Okay. So that's something that we can pick up on. Okay. Hopefully Daisy Chains can come back. Okay. Anything else? We got the colors. We got a area. Oop. That I'm unsure of. Can't get a beat exactly whether it's natural or not. It's okay. We keep working on it, and the more we do it, the better we get. It's just practice, 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 improving our abilities and trusting in them. Okay. Do not cut yourself short. It's a learning process. You won't be the super psychic like that. Okay. It's, I think the more you let go of the logical mind, the better it becomes. Because a lot of things that you're going to be picking up are not logical, or at least to your mind at that moment in time. If it does not make sense, it's probably on track. It's not there to make sense from, it's there to just pick up the things. And you shouldn't be over analyzing the things that you are getting. So when you try to put that logic, or it can't be that, that little argument that you're having in your mind, that's what's holding a lot of people back. It's when you just say it's a square, it's a circle, it's a triangle, it has this color. That's the way you should be doing it. It should be boom, 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 boom. It's like back in the day when I was on stage at the church giving messages to the audience, and the teacher would, don't think about it, just give the information. Okay. So I go up to a person, I go, bup, 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 bup. And the person, yeah, that's right. But when I started getting information and started thinking too much about it, that's when my teacher would go, okay. Our job is just to give the information and not over analyze the information itself. I had another psychic friend that kept doing that. Once he let go of that logic part of the mind and just went into full, just spewing it out, way, he got it bang on. He didn't think about it. He just blah, 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 blah. So make sure that you're getting into that mode. Don't overthink it. Okay. So the first thing that comes to mind, even the brand new people here today, you think about the target number. Okay. I see yellow. You leave it at that. Yellow. I see yellow. I see orange. I see natural things. That's the way it should be. It should be boom. Okay? Don't overthink it. Anything else before we review? Hoping some of the new people would actually say something. I I know it's hard to let go of that logical part of the mind. I can't mean that. That doesn't make any sense. But once you see the actual target, you go, oh, I was right in my thinking. Okay? So this is where we start to let go and let God do the things. Okay? Very important. Hey, you're welcome, Super Will Guy. So with that knowledge, the first thing that comes out of your mouth, what's the first thing? You're thinking of the target number and you go blah. As fast as you can type. New people included. Okay? Even if it doesn't sound plausible. Okay? What's the first thing that comes? You think of the target and you go, boom. Anything? Waiting. Okay. Pipe. Perfect. Super little guy. Think of the number. First thing that comes to your mind, boom. Todd, I don't know if this is part of the thing, but he says gold 6. Okay, good. So Bob Shop, pipe. Super little guy, it's your turn. First thing, don't think. 71. Okay, could be. Okay. 9. Okay. We're going through a number. Maybe we're picking up lotto numbers. Who knows? Todd says 6 with gold. Who else we got here? Put somebody a little bit on the spot here. Nancy. You haven't heard from Nancy. First thing that you see, you see the number over here. Just think of the number and go, this. And it's still grapes from Super Little Guy. I think he's hungry. So one more time. You think of the number. First thing that comes to your mind. Type. Don't think. Just type. Type. As I have a swig of coffee. I actually am hungry, he says. 17. Okay. And Bob Job, your last one. Mouse. Could be mouse. Mice. Or the German word for Low German for a fruit dessert. Very nice. It's called mouse. One more time. Think of the number. Boom. What do you see? Don't think, just type. Getting a whole lot of numbers, which is interesting. One more time, and then we'll reveal. Don't think, just spit it out. Make it a little tune while we're waiting. Shouldn't take this long. I see. Blah. This is how psychic abilities work. The time you start to think about and overanalyze, you've lost it. Okay. 1971, 1917. Okay. Could be the date. Maybe. And Bob, what we got? Or anyone else? Reveal. What do you say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else? I think Bob Job got the closest with when he just said tunnel. Okay. So there you are. It's a tunnel. Oh, golden cup. There's the target. Some type of tunnel. Probably wind blowing through that tunnel. Okay. In the color version of it, it was very yellow. Okay. Or golden. There could be mice around there. We don't know. Bingo. That was last week. Okay. So what else we got here? We got squares. Okay. We got a triangle type. Well, it's 1 point perspective. If you know anything about art, it's going to 1 point, going down. So it's a tunnel, elongated. Thank you, Bob Job. Looks a little breezy, nice summer day. Yeah, telescope, like looking down a telescope. Comet trail. Okay. I don't know what these numbers are. Could be addresses that are around the area. Okay. You're going to the light. Okay. What was some of the other things? No grapes, at least not that I can see. Pipe from Bob Job. Oblong, square. Yeah, there's squares there, and it's oblong. Pop-up shed, maybe. Pop shed. Dam building of some sort. Well, it's probably an underground parking thing or something like that. What else we got? Voice cone. That could be what you're picking up. What was Daisy? Litter, more than likely. I'm not sure if there's litter on there. Yeah, there is. There's probably mice in the litter. Knowing mice. Sound is smooth. Could be that wind rushing through the area. Okay. Very, very good. Wonder where I got the grapes from. Could be the location. Could be like Italy or something, where they do a lot of grapes, or in that area for wine and all that sort of thing. Could be in that location that this was taken. Okay. Bottom problem. I see two people at arrival, twin flames going to Earth. Interesting. So there you go. That was today's remote viewing practice lesson. So now we got the new one. Aha. More homework for you. So now I got to switch screens here. Go down. Boop. There it is. So the new remote viewing for next week. Okay, for next Sunday's show, it is TCJK3216. Okay, so you're going to put that at the top of a piece of paper, and then you're going to go through the exercise. Okay, so you're going to write down everything that you're picking up. You're not going to stress over it. You're going to think of the number and you're going to go, boom, this is what I see. And then you go, boom, 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 boom. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Okay. Don't put the logic, because when you get into that, you start second guessing everything. Okay. And that's that's one of the biggest hurdles that many psychics or practicing psychics get into, because they start to second guess everything that they see because it doesn't line up logically with what they know. You have to remember, psychism in any form, you're picking up the things that may not be things that you actually know. Okay? So it's just up to you to describe it as best as you can, as fast as you can, without any filters. One of the psychics I used to work with, he was famous for saying things to readings for people. He was correct. Okay. It's just the way he gave it to the person. It wasn't as pleasant of an exchange. Okay. But you find out that, yes, he was correct. It's just maybe not the best way of saying something. Okay, so this is your homework for Sunday show. So make sure you get into that. Don't overthink it. Just get it done. Okay, and have fun. Let's get into the chat. Now that we're all psychic up. Now, Taran was asking the question about sushi coin for February and March of 2023. How will it perform? Sushi coin. I like sushi. The actual sushi, not the coins necessarily. Lots of these coins that are coming out. That's okay. So how will a sushi coin perform in 2023? I think it's going to be in the March of 2023. I think it's going to be not doing as well as it can in the beginning of the March cycle. I think it's going to be a lot of hard work, and by the end of it, it will do okay. Stop thinking, just get the message. I got to tell myself that. They're going to be coming through an end cycle very, very soon. They're going to have a really hard time in the beginning of from now to March. And then by the end of the March, I think they're going to be doing very, very well overall. They're going to be overcoming some confusion that was around the situation. And then they're going to be finding good balance. So it could be a good time to accumulate many of this cryptocurrency before they spike coming up. Probably coordinating with the rest of the market in February, March. Okay. As there's going to be the ups and the downs and all that sort of thing. Things that we should not really worry about so much in the cryptocurrency market. Just buy it, keep it, put it on a wallet somewhere and forget about it. Okay? Until it's time to cash out. And when it goes down, buy more. Okay? When it goes up, stop buying. Okay? And that's pretty much the name of the game for any investment. Okay? Moving forward. I think this one, it's going to start off really rough in that period of time. And by the end of this period, it's going to do much, much better. Okay? So there could be some good money to be made with this one. Bob Job. Okay. Hi, Andre. So a fake alien invasion in 2023. I think we've already had it. It's something that, what's the president's name? He was alluding to a while back. Obama. I remember him talking about that. Yeah, they're gonna pull something like that. I think they're trying to do that with the balloons. They just shot down another object, a UFO, around Canada. They had to use the American jet fighters. I don't know why. We have our own, and we got pretty competent pilots for that, but we let the Americans shoot it down for whatever reason. Um, yeah, they could probably pull something like that very, very soon. I am picking up that they're at the end of the rope and they're looking for any excuse to keep your attention away from what's actually going on in the banking industry. Okay. And the failures of our governments moving forward, especially Canadian American governments moving forward, that sort of thing. Okay. Okay. What else we got here? We got Mark. Oh, he's a tarot card reader too, maybe. Hello, Andre and Yvonne. Is the Ukrainian war going to at a higher scale soon? Yes. U.S. playing with fire, seemingly. Thank you for your insightful opinion. Well, there's just started using chemical weapons. Not the Russians. It's the Ukrainians are using chemical weapons on the Russians, which is a war crime. Doesn't matter who's using them, but that's okay that the Ukrainians do it, as long as the Russians don't do that. And now we're going to scale up in a big way. The Russians, that is. It's one good way to get everybody on that side of the fence really pissed at you. And I think this is going to be the last straw for the Ukrainians. And this is going to be the attacks from the Russians even more resolute. Okay? And it's going to be ending the cycle very, very soon. Okay? Because now the argument from our news will be, well, the Russians are really kicking hard because the Ukrainians are using chemical weapons. So we can't really defend. They'll try to defend it in our news. Oh, it's okay. No. And they won't have anything to save face. So this is the moment in time when the Russians are going to be ramping up everything and really going in there, guns blazing, basically. And there's not much that we can do in the North American and the Western world. Okay. XLM or Link? What is better investment? Link, I know very little about. XLM, probably the better of the two. I actually know a little bit about that XLM. But if you had a choice, I think XLM would be the better of the two moving forward. Link is not so bad according to the card, and they're going to be changing their situation around. Okay. But if you had a choice, I think I would go with XLM overall. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Nancy asks, hey, Andre, what's the future of the UFO coin worth collecting? Not necessarily something that I would be getting into myself. But I think there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be secrets coming out from the darkness about the UFO coin. I think it's going to do okay. I think I've said this in many readings previously. It's okay. It's not going to be this huge thing. Oh, the UFO coin. No, I think it's going to be, it's going to be okay. if you have some extra cash and you're not buying Bitcoin for whatever reason, you should buy some Bitcoin right now. That'd be if you have some extra cash. Okay. If you're thinking of it as trying to catch lightning in a bottle again, like Bitcoin, no. But for if you have some extra cash, UFO is okay. Okay. I personally would go with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, um, that sort of thing moving forward. Any of these smaller coins won't be for some time. I think all the people are going to be focusing on the bigger coins at the moment. So it's going to take some time for many of these smaller coins to really take off. Okay. Can I do a reading for waters above crypto? Is that a particular cryptocurrency? I've never heard of that. Of course, there's a lot of things in cryptocurrency market that I haven't heard, even though I try to keep up with everything that's going on. But most of the news is the bigger cryptocurrencies that are coming out and the bigger stories that I follow. I think it's something that I'm getting the feeling that a lot of people are going to be, okay. They're going to get into it. And if it is a crypto, I think it's, yeah, we got that good old devil card. So it could be something that you put your money into and it kind of disappears. Where'd it go? Okay. Something like that, I don't think I would really get into if it's an actual crypto. Okay. The cryptocurrency market is going to be going through a huge cycle in the next little while. You have to remember the establishment that wants to keep you in the old banking system is going to be firing on all cylinders to keep you out of the cryptocurrency market because they don't want you having money. They want you going down with the sinking ship, which is the old banking system. Okay, so remember that as we go through this new cycle, we're going to see SEC word all over the place. Oh, the SEC's doing this, they're doing that, they're going to do this, and blah, 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 blah. That is fear tactics. Okay? This is why I keep saying, if you do have any cryptocurrencies on exchange, pull them off and put them into something safe like a Trezor cryptocurrency wallet or a Ledger Nano or any of the cold storage wallets out there. Because it's going to get really heated out there. Protect yourself, protect your assets, and protect your ass. Okay? This is what we're coming into right now. Do not get scared. You see the herd of crypto purchases. Do I see a whole bunch of people purchasing cryptocurrencies in 2023, 2024? Yes, I do. It's probably because of the banking system that we already know is going to be collapsing very, very soon. And they said it's going to be on a Friday because you now can't go to the bank, hey, knocking on the window because they're closed, right? And that's how they're going to be playing that out in the next little while. It's like what me and the wife do. Any extra monies that we don't need for bills and that sort of thing, the fast money for the bill payments, we put it into cryptocurrencies. Not saying that you should do that. You do what you feel comfortable with, but that's pretty much what we do right now. Okay. Going through a lot of the questions here. Oh, 3 card for Angie. Hi, Henri. How is my love life looking in 2023? Thank you. Well, if you're focusing on what you want, writing it down, not thinking of the things that you do not want, universe will provide you with somebody. Okay? Make sure you don't think about it overly. I know it's hard. Okay? It's usually when you stop thinking about it and you start focusing on other things. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to go to work. That's when it smacks you in the back of the head. Every time. When you're not looking. Because you keep putting in the order. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want. And it keeps changing slightly. So it takes universe time, and it has to set up the scenario for you to meet this one particular person. But you're going to have a lot of good victories along the way. We got that victory card. And there may be some people that you're going to have to walk away from. Okay. But when it does happen, it's going to be very quick. Okay. And it's probably along the lines of what I was saying. Focus on other things. And then, of course, putting yourself out there, meeting new people to facilitate the universe. If you stuck in that, I remember talking to one person, I stay in the house all day and I can't meet anybody. Yeah, maybe you should go outside and meet some people. I'm not saying that to you, but get into meeting new people, doing those things you enjoy doing, regardless if it's to meeting people or not. Hobbies and sports and all that sort of thing that you are excited about. Church, that's where me and my wife met. Put yourself into situations where you're going to be meeting new people of like mind, and then it'll pop in. I think that's the general location that you're going to be meeting somebody of something that you normally would want to do anyways. And then that person will pop up there. And it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 months that you're going to be meeting this person. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. One more. Get Libo on next 30% dip. Look, stake issue tracking will affect this to go up. Okay. On next 30% dip. Okay. Look, stake issue Kraken will affect this go up. Is that a question or a comment? Libo, I'm not sure what that is. I don't see any 30% drop in the market overall in the cryptocurrency market. Could be in Lib itself, but I'm not seeing a huge dip in the entire cryptocurrency market. It's usually Bitcoin that drags everything else down. So, yeah, there's going to be a dip coming up, probably on the 14th, around there, 14th, 15th of the month. And then everything's going to start to go back up again after that. Leverage. Unless you're skilled at that, I wouldn't use leverage. SEC showing their weakness behind the veil. BRICS will put pressure, and the US will have the stable coin using Circle. BRICS are going to be one of the top companies or countries, organizations, group of countries. I think there was another one that came into the BRICS family. If you're not aware of what BRICS is, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America or South Africa, which are part of an organization where they're going to be using their own currencies, okay, to do trade and getting rid of the American dollar. And there's 14 new countries that have signed on to the BRICS because they know which way the wind is blowing. I remember people laughing at the idea of the BRICS back in the day when I first kept saying, pay attention to the BRICS. What are they doing? They're buying gold, they're buying silver, they're buying all the assets to keep them to back up their money, where the Americans have not really been doing that, or the Canadians. That's where I am, or the European nations. So keep an eye on what the BRICS are doing. I do think that many countries are going to be going to the BRICS. And I think the United States and Canada will be some of the last holdouts for that, unfortunately. And it's going to really hurt us by doing that, because now we're going to be out of the trading cycle of everybody else. Everybody else is trading amongst themselves, but we aren't. And it's going to put us into a bad situation, and we're hanging on to that old banking system. That's not going to be working for us anymore. And this is why I keep stressing, get the Bitcoin, put on a Trezor wallet, and weather out everything. Okay? Yeah, US will probably issue a stable coin using Circle. That's correct. Will people actually want to use it? I don't think so. Okay? That's the way Americans are. One more. Each bar will be big swing upside move as Bitcoin hits 100,000, I'd say. Yeah, we're going to go to that $100,000 in the next little while. Some Bitcoin millionaires that I talk to on a regular basis are saying it's probably going to get to 250,000 Canadian. So whatever that is in American, 150,000, whatever, during the halving, which is next year sometime. I can't remember the actual date, but it's coming up very, very quickly. So if you haven't gotten your Bitcoin yet, you should be thinking of that and putting on your Trezor wallet and all that sort of thing. Because the wind is going to be blowing the other way for the next little while. And now you're going to have this huge, like the other question that we addressed, of these people coming into the cryptocurrency market, not because they want to, because of necessity. Okay, and I've been saying this for quite some time, that that's going to be an actual thing. Okay, people are going to get into cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. It's easily obtained, better than some of the other ones. Not because they want to necessarily. It's because they might have to. Okay, because of the old banking system going. Okay, so with that all said, thank you for all the good questions for today. Going back to the chats. Hide. And getting back to here. Bing. Always a pleasure doing readings for everybody, doing the remote viewing with everybody. This is next Sunday's show, so make sure you get your homework done, get those abilities working for you. It's just not for fun. You can use it in your daily lives. Okay, those abilities you are starting to work upon to navigate your way around everything that's going on right now. Right? That's part of the reason I'm doing this, to start to teach people to look after themselves, and I'll be along with you to help you out as much as I can. Okay? With that said, make sure you we haven't finished. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com, where all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my super duper wife, that information is on the website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com, where we have the affiliate link for the Trezor cold storage wallet. If you should happen to purchase the said wallet from the affiliate link, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. There's a kitty cat go by. Uh, and just a disclaimer that we have to do. Until we meet again, which is next Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, Sunday at 10 a.m. Central. Until then, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.